Next up, ladies and gentlemen, we have a conversation that truly embodies the heart and soul of the Posh Opp Shoppe and the community it serves. I'm honoured to introduce two individuals whose dedication and leadership have been instrumental in the success of both the shop and the Jewish Children's Aid Society. First, we have Justin Graham, KC, the President of Jewish Children's Aid Society. And joining him is the one and only Rosalie Silverstein. Rosalie has been the beating heart of the Posh Opp Shoppe for the past 25 years. Her passion, energy and tireless dedication have transformed this shop into the thriving community hub it is today. Without her, none of this would be possible. Together, they'll be sharing their insights, stories and perhaps a few secrets about what makes this shop and its community so special. So please join me in welcoming Justin and Rosalie to the stage for what promises to be a wonderful conversation.
Thank you, Mark. Thank you, everyone. It's amazing to see this, Rosalie. Can you believe 25 years in the making, and then this whole community is really here because of that initial thought you had? Tell us about the first thought, and how did you even come to think of starting an Opp Shoppe?
Oh, when I was invited to society, which is now JCAS, I went to visit some schools. Money was needed, and we had, I think there was about 30 children at the time, but there wasn't the level of funds that was needed. And I went out to one school, in particular to King David, beautiful school, and I'll never forget watching one little boy. He was the most beautiful little boy, and he was knocking his head against the wall, and there wasn't the people around to help him. And I remember asking, and I was told, well, you know, we just don't have the people to stay with each particular child. So that was the beginning, and I really made up my mind there and then that I had to do something. And it just went from there. I went back to the organisation, to the meeting, and everybody was lovely and everything. And I said to him, I think I sort of, I don't know, but I came along and I said, look, I really, really need to make some money, and if you rent or buy me a little shop, I think I can make some extra funds, because you've got all these children and they're not getting any supervision and help. And so Mr. Godfrey Cohen, Darryl Cohen, Trevor Cohen, lots of Cohens, but lots of other people, they supported me, and they said that we had some funds that had been collected over the years, and they said that they would procure a little shop. And Mr. Norman Cotsman, who was so smart, he went to Glen Road, which I would never have thought of, and found a little shop right up the top of Glen Road.
And it's one thing to buy a shop, you've then got to somehow fill it, and then you need people to come and shop there. Did you think that would work?
Honestly, I'm sitting here now looking at all these people, thinking about what's happened over the years, and it's all a miracle. I'm a great believer in upstairs, the Almighty, and honestly, I do believe He was on my shoulder. I believe He was on my shoulder the whole time. I've been so fortunate. When that little shop was bought, my dear cousin Darryl said to me, not once but many times, the family won't be involved in running the shop. We'll support you, but you've got this on your own. And I didn't really, what did I know about running a shop.
What did you know? Had you done anything like that before? I mean, goodness, you just decided to open a shop. What had you done that made you think that that was even a possibility?
Well, my mum was a terrific lady, Adele Southwick, and she used to have a clothing store at Montefiore Homes, just so the elderly could have pride in getting new clothes. And she'd sell them for $1 or $2 because, you know, you can't give people things. Even like in our store, people have pride. And so I used to help Mum for a long time, and then she got very ill. And that was near the time that, so Mum got ill, and then I started the Posh Opp Shoppe, but I'd learnt quite a bit, although I really knew so little. But I'd learned a little bit about people and pride and all of that. And I'd spent many years at Monty. I've been there about 30 years. So you realise, because our shop, you're dealing a lot with people, with different people, wonderful people, but a lot of people need help. And that's what our shop's all about.
I think one of the genius things about your shop is the name. Who came up with the name of Posh Opp Shoppe?
Well, when this shop was bought, I had a wonderful friend, Betty Goldheart. Betty helped me with manicures, helped me with everything at Montefiore. And we sat down one day, we had this thought about the shop, what were we going to call it? And Betty came up with the idea Posh. And that's been fantastic because it means just a little bit better, you know, and our shop is a little bit better. You know, we try to be cheap, but it's a bit better than the average shop. Yeah, that's how we came up with Posh.
It sure is better. And when I look across this room and the hundreds of people who are here, and I know it's just really the tip of the iceberg, what it makes me think of is the community. And I think what the shop has done and what you have done, Rosalie, is to create a whole community which really connects a whole range of people across society in this one terrific endeavour. Does that surprise you that so many people have been connected through the shop?
It does. It's wonderful to see all the people here, and you know, there's literally thousands of people that have helped us. The donations out there, the generosity. I couldn't sit here and tell you of the generosity. You've seen it being in the shop. And if you say you can't take it at that time, people get very upset and they'll say, well, we'll keep it, you know, when we can bring it again. But the shop's much more than an op shop. It's a family. It's, you know, it's everything. That shop, really, it's become like, it's the wonderful volunteers and people. You know, I've got wonderful friends, the customers. We know all their history. You know, we've watched them since they've had babies, and, you know, I know what people like to buy because, like Elizabeth, it's a model. Elizabeth's come in over so many years. I know if there's any upmarket brands, Elizabeth will be interested. And that's how you make money. That's how we've been able, because at the end of the day, we've got so many kids to support. We've got, you know, it's quick when you say 250, but all the effort, all the people here, and all the board, what you all do, you know, the sort of work we do, we can't do it wrong. It's become so big that, you know, it's just fabulous, the people we meet and the donors.
And you mentioned the volunteers as well, and I gather, you know, from day one, you had people who were knocking on the door wanting to help. And so tell me about some of those people and who's been there since the beginning.
Well, there's a lot of them here today, and they're still volunteers. Emily knocked on the window very early on when I was just opening, because look, we didn't know, what was going to happen there, but I didn't know, but it was so good. And Anna started, she came to help me. She said, I'll volunteer. And that was 25 years ago, and she's still volunteering. Marilyn Bogowski, she came in. She said, I'll help. She said, I've just retired as a lawyer. And she said, I'll come in and help. And she comes in sometimes twice a week. Wendy Benjamin, she comes in sometimes twice a week. There's so many. Vivian Bage, Elfie Weiss, Sophia. I can't name them all, but look, you can't do what we're doing on your own. My sister Marilyn, she's been a long time. I mean, it's the volunteers look after each other. They really do. They care about each other. If anybody's sick, we all worry about them. It's a wonderful organisation.
And you mentioned the word family, and it feels like a family. And I've been in before, and I've seen your granddaughter Olivia on the cash register, and then I've seen Jason working before, and then I've seen you there, and then I saw Michael come in with lunch for you. I mean, if you're a member of your immediate family, is it mandatory to work at the Posh Opp Shoppe?
It would be good, because we've got so many others. You could always fill it already. I'm very lucky. I've got my two sons, and I've got my two sons. Jason, who's my backbone in the shop, is fantastic, and Joel works at the other shop. My niece Sharon is remarkable. She's 4 days a week, but there's nothing that Sharon wouldn't do for me. My niece Jacqueline Southwick, or Jacqueline Siegel, she also helps. My sister Marilyn. But, it's just so many. Everybody. Cheryl came to me today. She's a wonderful lady. She's not of the family. But everybody. Having you're in the family. And you're just a gorgeous person. I couldn't have a nicer person.
Shush please, Rosalie speaking.
And I had Trevor before, and Daryl, and so it goes. And my husband, I could never do what I'm doing without him. I mean, he's the backbone of everything. I don't know another man that would put up with a wife that leaves home at like 7:30 in the morning, because I go swimming every day, and come home at the hours I do, and he never complains.
Some men might like that. Not me. And you did mention the board, and I'm honoured to be the president of the board, but really I've inherited a role which has been created over 140 years ago, and I'm the beneficiary of a lot of hard work and dedicated, selfless work by so many people, and we do have the privilege this year of supporting 241 children with special needs. We'll distribute $870,000 of the hard work of Rosalie and her team at the Posh Opp Shoppe, but also the sponsors and the donors who give so generously. And you'll see their names, so don't expect any shout out, but you'll see their names on the bottom of our banner, because we think it's appropriate that the major donors and sponsors are recognised in that way. And they're the usual suspects of extraordinary benefactors in our community who really do make sure that those in need get the need that they get and that they deserve. And I will embarrass a few of those sponsors here today, just because 3 of them are new, and we really welcome them to the JCAS family. We have Low Whitman, the accountants, Payton Capital, also Perspective Financial Services. I'll also mention a few people who are present. The Caulfield Park Community Bank, which has been a fantastic supporter over the years, and Sam Parasol, who was instrumental in creating that great organisation, is here, and congratulations on your election, Sam. Allard Shelton, Pat Barnes and Joe Walton are here, and Diamond Singer Partners are here too. So that's just to mention a few. And I should mention as well, Rosalie, the Glen Eira City Council, who gave an extraordinarily generous contribution towards this event in recognition of what you do in our community. So thank you to the council. But Rosalie, any final thoughts as you stare out at this amazing venue and this amazing community? Any thoughts that occur to you, and any wishes for the next 25 years of the Posh Opp Shoppe?
Firstly, I'll say that I must thank my Nonna Stoiner as well for giving me the money today. And I want to thank also Lionel Sharp, who unfortunately is not on this earth now, but Lionel helped me so much in my early days. Lionel would come into the shop nearly every week to see how I was going and what I was doing. An absolutely wonderful, wonderful man. The other one is Dina Goldblum's husband, Rodney, who helped me set up my first shop, and that was hard, and Sam Parasol gave me some goods for it. There's hundreds of people, so I can't name them. When I think about the shop, I think about I'm so proud, because I'm so proud of the kids we help, but I'm so proud of the community, people coming into the shop that we help. And people, our shop, as I said on that video, our shop has been born from helping people who often haven't got, but they never forget you, and they come back and back and back. And that's what I've learned the most. You know, if you've got faith in people, they do not let you down. Look at the people here. You're just all so beautiful, and my volunteers so special. As for the years to come, well, they'll have to carry me out in a box. But I am so fortunate to have such wonderful memories and thoughts for the future. I am very lucky because I am so passionate about the cause, and I hope that in the coming years the next lot of people will have my passion to help special children, because there's a very big gulf between having a dream and being successful. And we are so lucky, thanks to the board, your wonderful board. I know I saw Barry Carp before, he's the one on the phone that collects the money.
Michael, yes.
Michael Carp, obviously Barry, it's his brother.
And don't you try to deflect, Rosalie, because it's really you're an inspiration. We're so proud of you. We're so proud to be involved in the shop. Thank you so much.